Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of I'd Swipe Right to That. I'm your host, Grant Smith.
And I'm the other host, Ian Castro.
And I'm your producer, Darren Wilkinson.
Oh, yeah.
And we got a special episode for you tonight. But before we get into that, Ian, how's your week been? Anything you're swiping right on or left on this week?
Oh, yes, definitely. Today is day number 6 inside of my new place. I have officially moved to Gainesville. If you've listened to the past couple of episodes, we've hinted at that. But officially moved in, got some boxes that I need to unpack. Swiping right on the Roomba. I'll do that. Like we still need to let it map out, but I did like a test run of it, and I had never owned this kind of thing before, and shit's crazy. Like my dog gets scared of it, and so do I sometimes. So it's pretty fun. How about you?
Did you put the googly eyes on it yet, or?
No, not yet. That is on the grocery list though, so that is going to be soon. We did name it DJ Roomba. If you're a fan of Parks and Recreation, that's a reference to that.
Nice, nice. For
What about
me,
you, Kat?
I'm swiping right on Faux Alak, a little like faux place over here in Winter Springs area. Best pad thai noodles I've ever had in my whole life. Like those are nothing to sleep on. Had a little date there. Date went good, but those noodles were even better. Yes, sir. Chef's kiss is what I'm gonna say to that. So
So I think I know exactly where you're talking about. You said it was pho and then a lock.
yep,
That's cool. Is that in Winter Springs or is that Orlando, right?
Winter Springs. It's right by the like that zoo health club. It's right in like the town center area.
Oh, so like right next to you then. Oh, okay. Maybe I don't know what you're talking about, but you know, pho is always good. Thai is always good, so that's awesome. Darren, what about you? It's been what, 2 episodes now since you've last been on. So what's been cracking with you?
Yeah, no, I'd swipe right to Nope. I watched that yesterday or the day before. It was, pretty good. Not too scary, but very weird. And like
Yeah,
Grant went on a little date, maybe that attributed. But yeah, it was decent.
yeah, that's awesome. I like that movie. Yeah, definitely not a horror movie. It was more like a spectacle and made you think
Hmm.
instead. So yeah, I really enjoyed it as well.
My dad swipes left on it. He was telling me he did not like the movie for some reason. I saw
I
this.
could understand that.
I same, especially if you had an expectation for it to be
Hmm.
similar to like Us or Get Out.
Um,
Yeah. Like I expected it to be about aliens, which it was, but like
Mhm.
the scariest scene in the movies with a monkey. So you're just like,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
little weird.
yeah, exactly, for sure. All right, so Grant, what are we gonna be talking about today? What's our topic?
well, Ian, music is to my ears, and we're going to be talking about music. That is not a great segue, but you listen to it all the time. I love listening to music when I go out on walks. Ian, when is your favorite time to listen to music?
Um, Honestly, there's no bad moment unless it's like a funeral. But even at a funeral, there's you have the organ playing. So I don't know. Like a lot of times I like to have it as background noise. I actually found myself today. I wanted to like put on YouTube and have like random shuffle of like music videos. I can't have music videos as background noise though, because I'll just end up wanting to sit down and watch what's going on. Yeah. But no, yeah, I've been listening to a lot. We have an Alexa TV or whatever it's called. So you just gotta say, Alexa, do this or whatever. Oh no, never mind. I thought I was gonna turn on. But yeah, background noise for sure. Car, although mainly my car listening has been a lot of podcasts recently, not ours, you know, but other podcasts.
Nice, nice. Well, I think with that, we're ready to bring on the one and only wheel that we put together.
Oh yeah.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching the YouTube series, this might be a good one for that because we have our own little wheel going on right here, spinning around with some artists, some popular, some a little obscure. But Darren,
Well, who do you see that's obscure on here?
You got some small names, like some obscure ones, like the Beatles.
Yeah.
You got
Justin Bieber.
what was that?
Justin Bieber.
Somebody.
Um, Kendrick Lamar. Dua Lipa.
Zen
Huh?
Fusebox is pretty big, I've heard.
Zen Fuse. Oh yeah, they're like probably the biggest name on here.
Uh, Moran, Moran.
Moron 5. That's a pretty shit name. I looked up that band earlier and they have 6 people in it. So that's fucking stupid. Oh man. I'm getting ready though. Like I'm kind of curious what I'm going to say about a few of these, but we're gonna improvise. Like I really hope we don't land on a couple of these, and I'll let you know what they are after. But Grant, I mean, fuck, Darren, can you do the honors and spin the wheel for the first time?
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Oh, oh, I can't hear your bouncing, but I can see it. Blake Shelton.
Blake?
All right.
Ian, I'm gonna let you start this one off. I don't know too much about Blake Shelton.
Man, this is one of those I could say right now. This is not one of those that I wanted it to land on. We wanted to represent each genre equally. And we put a Blake Shelton on here for country, I believe. No, definitely country. What's not there to say about them? I don't know. Okay, so I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I probably, if there was a gun to my head right now, and I'm stealing this line from Darren, who said it earlier in our group chat. If there was a gun to my head right now to name like a Blake Shelton song, shoot me. Like I don't know, man. Darren, do you have any any Blake Shelton songs?
Yeah, so I wanted to let you guys get your stuff out. I was gonna list off a few of them that I recognize. There's like one on here. Home from 2007. I don't know if you okay, yeah. God's Country, it's more recent. All Red. Some bangers on here. Hell Right, yeah. No, I really don't recognize any of these. He might have done a reboot of Footloose in 2011.
I know that.
Yeah, I think I know that one.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, not a good choice for you guys. Good luck.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I mean, okay, so I will give him this. He's a great personality. Every single time he goes on Fallon or Kimmel, he does the voice. I love his personality. He's really funny, he's snarky. So he has that going for him. As an artist, I don't know shit.
I think I'm like only 60% sure on this, but I'm pretty sure my like accounting professor at like Polk County, he would play a lot of country music before class started. So I'm starting to feel like Home might have been one of those that he like played on there. He had like a whole Pandora playlist where it was just country music before class started. Did this guy win American Idol? Because other than that, I might, yeah, I don't know the guy. I've heard of the name. I think my
So
I think my dad actually did security at one of his concerts one time, but I don't know nothing about the guy.
you're thinking of Philip Phillips. Philip Phillips has a song called Home as well, and
Really?
he won American Idol.
Damn.
Yeah, so I think that's probably where your brain jumped. Different people. He's strictly, he started as an artist. Now he's, more of a personality with helping other artists, like on The Voice. Yeah.
Oh, put
Music
Ian on
wise,
Jeopardy. I swear, Ian, you're gonna win any Jeopardy round you get on in terms of pop culture. That was impressive.
what?
You recognize an entire different artist for the similar song. You know the whole backstory. You're making big money on Jeopardy. I'll say that.
Appreciate it. Um, who's not going to have a good time tonight?
Like Shelton.
Blake Shelton, because
I'm
I'm
swiping
swiping left.
left.
Yeah. Man, that was fun. I'm sorry.
Next
right.
question.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Okay.
The Beatles.
The Beatless.
Beatles.
Yeah,
They are in a yellow submarine.
they are. Yeah. That movie is very trippy.
No.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's you remember those Hot Wheels that you got me way back in the day?
I
You
feel
got
like
me some Beatles Hot Wheels for like Christmas or my birthday, and they were from like the Yellow Submarine movie.
no way.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's a very trippy movie. Otherwise, yeah, the Beatles. They revolutionized rock music along with Elvis Presley. Well, is he? Yeah, yeah. I would say yeah around that time. So what is there not to say about this? Again, uh, between the Beatles and the Monkees, I've always been more of the Monkees guy. That's just how my dad raised me and all that. We were just more fans of the Monkees. It took me a little while to get into the Beatles fandom. It's actually took me up until I think freshman year of high school is when I finally got into them, and I got into them really hard. Like everyone in their life should go through a Beatles phase because it will change your perspective on music and where it all started. Uh Grant, are you more of a first four albums guy or last four albums guy with the Beatles?
Yeah. Yellow submarine.
That's more later, so I
I,
would say
I like the one where they walk in the street.
that's their second to last album. So you would say the last four. That's Abbey Road.
I was gonna say yeah, my music spiritual awakening was probably Lil Dicky or something like that. I don't know if the Beatles had that. I haven't listened to a majority of their discography, but I know how much the Beatles mean to you though. Like when we lived in Polk County, I went to so many thrift stores and I got Ian a lot of Beatles related merchandise, hence the Hot Wheels, hence a lot of random art as well too, as well.
Yes,
So
I have that here. We haven't hung up any wall art yet in the new place, but I'll find a home for those that you got me. Um, I don't want to sound stupid to our viewers. I'm I just like it's hard to talk about things that you like sometimes,
you're not stupid.
But huh?
Not stupid. You're
Thanks.
enthralled. You're enthralled.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I saw Paul McCartney in May of this year. It was one of my bucket list things to do. It was to see a living, breathing Beatle. There's only two of them right now. So I got to see one of them, and it was definitely an amazing experience. Uh, yeah, I recall like the first time that I started listening to them. My dad got me a couple of their CDs, and I put them in the car, got them on my iPod or whatever, and the rest is history for sure. I would okay, so one last thing, uh, Rubber Soul or Revolver. Start
Yoko.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's two other albums.
I thought
Rubber
you were
Soul or
asking. I
Revolver.
thought you were asking me for my
No, no.
opinion. I was gonna say Yoko Ono.
Nice. No, yeah, like start there for anyone who's like, I don't know the Beatles. Like start there. I'd recommend probably Revolver over Rubber Soul, but yeah, you'll change. It'll change your life.
Wise words from me. I like it.
I'm talking right, by the way.
I'm gonna refresh the app just because I have not had that experience yet with the Beatles. Like I probably should. So I don't know whether or not to swipe right or left on yet, but I'll get there
You're
eventually.
you're interested, but you don't want to.
I don't want to commit.
Yeah, you don't want to lead them on yet.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna
Is
be?
it an artist that Grant really likes, just so they can, so that he can wait, no, fuck, I thought it was gonna be Room 5. Damn it.
Talk about Katy Perry though.
Yeah, you can, Grant. Take it away.
So I actually went to see Katy Perry in a concert with my mom and my sister. We got to see her, and that was a ton of fun. That was when she did the whole like Playhouse or Play-Doh thing, kind of like Pee Wee's Playhouse, like was the whole sort of like vibe to it with the whole set. Amazing costume designs. It went like into five different acts, like three or four songs like per act. That dude, when you go to a Katy Perry concert, a Katy Perry concert, you don't realize how many Katy Perry songs you know, and next thing you know, you are singing a bunch of songs that you've just heard over the radios over the years. You got Dark Horse, you got Fireworks, you got California Girls, like all like Katy Perry got some bangers. I'm just saying. Um, Also California Girls when I was a kid. That music video, yeah, that was a nice music video. I'll say that.
That's something that shaped your life as well as probably all of us in that chat or in this chat. I remember shit. I don't remember his name, but oh my god, Noah Harris. If you remember Noah Harris from middle school, I remember one time he brought a button, like a button that you put on like a shirt or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was of that album cover of
Mhm.
Katy Perry. And he was like showing it around, and people were like, "Whoa, man, that's so cool!" Like, what the? He literally brought a naked Katy Perry to school, and he was just showing people.
What a
Pretty
rebel.
sure it was, huh?
What a rebel.
I know, right? I'm pretty sure it was Noah Harris. But yeah, Katy Perry. You'd be surprised with how many songs that you know, even if you have never actively listened to her. You definitely know at least 5 or 6 songs, unlike Blake Shelton. Yeah, I mean, I can't really delve into anything surface level. I'm past surface level. Like I only know the hits. I'm pretty sure there are people out there that listen to the B-sides, listen to like the last track of the album, but don't know that at all. But I'll still swipe right because she she's like a queen, one of the queens of pop.
110%. She's up there. I remember before going to that concert, I was doing like I was drunk with two of my friends going back to my place in Orlando, and we were singing our hearts out to a bunch of karaoke songs. Like we were doing karaoke in the Uber basically, and it was just a sign because the next day my mom told me she got tickets for it. So I was like, this was a sign that Katy Perry needed to come into my life at that point in time, and I'm glad she did. So
Nice.
easy
Nice.
swipe right. Easy swipe
Yeah.
right. Let's go.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Whoa, mine totally switched. It looked like it was about to stop on Michael Jackson, and then all of a sudden it glitched to Little Dicky. I'm like, what the? But all right, Grant, this is your guy.
He was my guy.
No, I mean, you're a first 4 albums and not last 4?
I don't think this man's even had 4 albums, Ian. That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
this man did put out music, but then he stopped because shit was bad. I liked his first couple of songs. I mean, I did like the first album that he had. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one that has like the Star of David on it with the fire and everything. Like, that one was a good one. Like the songs on that.
So hard.
That's it.
Okay.
That was a good album. That was a good album. He had a bunch of the internet songs. I ended up finding his music. It was the one song called Ex-Boyfriend where he's talking about the ex-boyfriend's dick is like so big. Or at least it's apparent. Yeah, it's like huge or something like that. So he's like, oh, I got to break up with my girl because I'm Lil Dicky. I can't compete. So I remember seeing that. He had the Lion King rap song. A lot of good stuff in the early days, but man, did he go downhill.
I what are you talking about? I recall the conversation that we had the other day. We were at that pho place that you mentioned.
Yeah.
You were sitting across the table from me, and you said, "Ian, I misjudged Freaky Friday." Uh, that is probably one of my favorite songs, not by just Lil Dicky, but probably of any recording artist, including Katy Perry. And I was like, "What?" Like, Grant, you used to hate that song, and you was like, "No, I think I was just putting on a front because I was scared of how much I loved it."
That song as well as the Earth song too. Those are two masterpieces. I mean, just the genius that it took to collab. I remember he hyped up the Earth song so much that it actually even had me hyped. I was like, "Oh, okay, he's recording with something with Ed Sheeran. This seems really cool." And then Earth came out.
Yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
God, that was disappointing. And then he made a whole fucking album like with his imaginary brain character. Um, that just like some songs were funny on it. The Game is on the album. The rapper The Game is on there, and he raps with the brain. But yeah, man, the dude fell off. I like the one song, the more recent one that was Get That Money. That was a fun one with Gucci Mane and Fetty Wap. But yeah, I'm swiping right on new, or no, I'm swiping right on old Lil Dicky, swiping left on new Lil Dicky. But I talk too much about Dicky. Ian, what do you know about Dicky?
you see, this is exactly how I felt with the Beatles. I didn't want to talk too much. I was trying to draw like the fine line, which is a Harry Styles album, by the way. Uh, uh, no, I you know what I remember back in at the collegiate days of high school. Didn't you do an entire presentation on this man?
Did I?
Yeah, I swear. Because I did my presentation on like the history of Saturday Night Live. You did a
Yeah.
presentation on Lil Dicky, or was it rap?
It was on rap, but I remember I did Lil Dicky. I put Kendrick Lamar. He was also on there, and I had one other artist. I kind of cringed after that
Oh,
presentation.
no. Okay, so I think the other artist
Like
used to
Frank?
love him too. It wasn't Young Thug, right?
I don't think so.
No, it wasn't.
I do like Thug.
That we'll remember it.
It might have been Big Sean,
It was
probably.
Big Sean. It was Big Sean. I remember now. It was either a big or a young. You know, it's you start with one of those, you'll eventually get to a rapper.
No, it's Big, Young, and Lil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I specifically remember that. I remember you ran by that presentation with me. Other than that, I really don't have a lot of experience with Lil Dicky. Um, it is more of a refresh the app with me as well. Like I'd like to know his earlier stuff more. But from what you've said about his newer stuff, probably not interested as well.
Because there is no new stuff because this man fell off the earth. So wiping
Doesn't
left.
he have a show though?
He has a show, but then he stopped doing the show, I think.
Oh,
He raps a little bit on the show, but he like did the whole rapping stuff to get into comedy, and now I think he's just like focused all on that.
yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah. Lame.
Man, I love how Darren goes to the remove, and then when he sees, when he sees that we're still talking, he goes away from it slowly. Woo!
Another little pump.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say, Darren?
Nothing. You guys are good.
Okay.
Keep it going. Yeah.
All right. Another Lil. You were correct about that.
And Lil Pump, he was
Doesn't he have a
something.
PhD?
I mean, he graduated from Yale and Harvard, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like PhD. He definitely knows math. Uh, Harvard, Yale. This is from Miami too, right?
Yes, so a lot of Florida or a lot of rappers come from Florida. A lot of
Nice.
them. We have Denzel Curry is another big one that comes from Florida, big name.
There we go. All right. That's all my knowledge about him. Grant, what else do you have?
You know, what's the song?
Gucci Gang.
Gucci Gang. Okay, I had to think about it. It's been a while since I heard about it. They had the parody of that like on SNL.
Tucci Gang.
Gucci Gang.
It's about Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, that. Dude, I just remember what's funny is like with that song, the beat's not bad because I've heard a bunch of other artists like use that same song and they've made like better raps with that. Like Joyner Lucas, he had his version of it and that came out really good as well too. I bet Lil Pump, no man. And then he had the whole beef with J. Cole. Um, that was funny. J. Cole like ended up like doing a whole diss track. Yeah, he did a diss song against him. But it was funny because the whole diss song was more like J. Cole just giving him like advice, like as if he was like talking to a 10-year-old like kid or something like that. So that was funny. Also, Lil Pump is fat now. I'm pretty sure it's either that or 6ix9ine is.
I'll pull it up on my phone. But didn't he endorse Trump as well?
That is true.
Yeah. Is he putting out music? Like I feel like I haven't heard about him since like the election 2 years ago.
I feel like he's kind of up there with Fetty Wap, where they kind of have their big moments. They're famous for like their like looks and everything like that. Fetty Wap had the one eye and all that. I mean, Fetty Wap could actually sing at least, but like,
Ouch.
yeah, Lil Pump is fat.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he got a little belly going.
Yeah. Oh look, he's with Nardwar. That's funny.
Hardware's the best.
All
But
right. Yeah.
yeah, nothing. I can't say much else about Lil Pump, but pretty easy swipe left.
Yeah, this was more of we got to be a little guys, we have to be diverse, but we don't know what to talk about him if it lands. And we've had our rap instance with Lil Pump. We had our country instance with Blake Shelton. It's not going to happen again. We got it out of our system. Hopefully the rest of our artists we can actually talk about.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Motherfucker.
Is this a joke one? Is this another joke one that you added or?
Yes. God damn it. I wanted to be diverse, and then we're just getting all of the fucking shit ones, man. Okay. This is a bit, I don't want to waste. Huh?
Watermelon sugar.
That's not him.
Is that not okay? Yeah,
That's Harry
I have nothing else to
Styles.
say. Okay, I have nothing else to say then about Shawn Mendes.
He did Stitches. There's nothing holding me back.
Bitches. Yeah. Let's not waste a lot of time on him. I'm swiping left. Don't really like his voice. I don't think his songwriting, there's not a lot of thought into it. And until like basically he's like, what can I do so women will have sex with me? Okay, I'll put out shit music and just have a nice voice then.
Damn. Savage. Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, if I could confuse him for Harry Styles, I mean, he's clearly not that distinct. So
Exactly. And I really like Harry Styles. Like, but Shawn Mendes, you're a fucking copy.
copycat.
So, yeah. I almost saw him in concert because Alessia Cara was opening for him, but I was like, am I going to subject myself to the Shawn Mendes crowd to see an artist that I actually like? And I couldn't do it. So, no.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Whoa!
No.
No! Damn it! Oh, oh man.
We wanted to talk about real music.
I guess we got to talk about her. She canceled on the weekend tour, so I didn't get to see her open up for the weekend. So I'm swiping. No, I'm just playing. Oh girl, I like you. I do. I wanna be a friend, go shopping in a Benz. Yeah, I like that song. I like a lot of her songs.
She has a lot of good ones, you know.
Yeah.
Let me pull up her. I can't remember them off the top of my head after I just said that. Now I look like a poser.
While you're looking up the songs, she's probably for this generation what, and this is high praise.
Kiss
Like
Me.
this is kiss me more. This is high praise. She's probably for this generation what like Katy Perry was for us.
I could see that.
Yeah, like she is. I mean, okay, yes, Nicki Minaj did it. Yes, Cardi B did it. But I feel like there's something a little different about Doja Cat that's a little more like she's rapping, but it's a lot more pop. Like she is like it's great that Doja Cat and Post Malone collabed because I feel like she is the Post Malone for female rap quote unquote artists. Because do you consider Post Malone a rapper all the time? No. Do you consider Doja Cat a rapper all the time? No. So yeah, that's my spiel.
No, I get it. That makes sense. You know, a lot of female artists like they tend to get very like boxed in, or at least I feel like they get tend to very boxed in terms of what they're doing. Like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott, all rap. Like that's how they brand themselves. Doja Cat, a lot different with that. She's also pretty funny too, you know, up on YouTube, like even the
Mhm.
TikToks that she does. I follow her on TikTok. She's great there. Got to see her in concert as well back in the day. Went to a music or rap festival hosted by 94.1 in Tampa Bay. But they host like a summer splash event like every year. So I got to see her with Gucci Mane as well as like Lil Skies, like a bunch of like random ones. But she was one of the big headliners before like she really blew up. Back then, like her biggest song was like "Bitch I'm a Cow," and like that was fun. Um, Dude. And then the whole Planet Her album, that one has a lot of good bangers on that one too. I like that one.
For honestly, start to finish, I could probably listen to that album and I would know each song. Um, and that's kind of by accident, you know, like just basically all those songs got commercialized. All those songs became singles.
Just like
So
Post
great.
Malone, just like a lot of on Post Malone's too, with Hollywood's Bleeding.
Yeah, exactly. Like Hollywood's Bleeding. It's like if he when he comes out with the greatest hits album in 20 years, half of it is going to be from like one or two albums. I'm like, okay. Uh, but yeah, definitely. I'd swipe right.
See,
Despite the fact that she canceled, despite the fact that she's a little controversial.
yeah,
She does a lot of stupid stuff. Like, yes, she is funny, but sometimes she takes it a little too far. But you know, that's life.
I hear you. Easy swipe right on me still. I'll go to
Yeah.
the gym sometimes and listen to her music while I'm working out. It's good stuff. It's good. You go on the treadmill and you listening to Woman, like it'll get you going. So, oh yeah.
It's like Grant, why are you shaking your ass on the treadmill?
Why aren't
Jesus.
you?
Oh, it's true.
Now we're gonna land on Post Malone.
Is he on here?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Oh shit. Oh my
No
god.
way.
Okay.
Okay.
But they did collab with each other.
True.
Doja Cat, Ariana Grande. What was that song called again?
Is it the? I'm looking it up.
Awesome.
Is it 34 plus 35?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because that equals 69.
I just got what that's no, I'm just playing. Yeah, it's probably that one. That sounds about right.
There's that, and I don't do drugs.
Oh yeah. Yes. Okay. 34, 35 with Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, that's another Megan Thee Stallion. But yeah, I like Ariana Grande. You know, it's another thing where, well, shit, man. I mean, I think we're doing what? There's Katy Perry, Doja Cat, Ariana Grande. You pull up one of their albums that you pick. I think Ariana Grande has like 7 or 8 now. You're gonna know half the songs because they were on the radio, and it's fucking great what she's doing. She wasn't. I mean, she's never not been taken seriously, but whenever an artist pushes back and says, no, I want control of my music, I want to be the one to write it. I don't want ghostwriters to write for me, and I'm just recording this. It's definitely, you stick out, and that takes some cojones, or whatever, since she's a girl. But yeah, basically, what, 2017, 18, she started taking control of her music, and it's only gotten better since then.
Nice.
Pete Davidson is to thank for that. No, just play.
Oh, I did not know about that, but I mean, I think you make a really good point. Again, like Katy Perry, I haven't gone to an Ariana Grande concert before, but I feel like if I did, there's going to be so many songs that I'm just going to recognize because over the years, like I grew up as like a radio kid where I'd be in the car just listening to the radio all the time. You know, nowadays we got like Spotify and all that. Like I'd be listening to so many of her songs where throw me in a concert, I'm gonna somehow be singing 7 or 8 of those throughout the night. So no, she's really good. Yeah, Pete Davidson, that was funny.
Yeah, that was something, right? Wow, she hasn't done a concert in a while. Unless this website's just not posting. No, I don't think she has. But yeah, just like look at the set list. It starts with God Is a Woman, Break Up with the Girlfriend on Board, Seven Rings, Breathing, Needy, NASA, Into You, Dangerous Woman. Like, holy shit. Like that's insane. Thank You Next.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she definitely has put, you know what an earworm is? Where you just can't get it out of your head. Half of them are going to be her. The other half is going to be Katy Perry. A little bit, yeah, like it's everywhere.
Should we go to an Ariana Grande concert, Ian? Is that what you're saying?
According to the website that I was on, she hasn't done a concert like I don't even know if that's accurate. I don't. It's setlist.fm. That's where I usually get all my information on concerts. It says that she hasn't done a legitimate like full concert since like 2019. Are you serious?
Oh, COVID
Last one I see.
too.
Yeah, that is true. COVID. Yeah, I don't see a full-blown concert since December 22nd of 2019. Next time she comes around though, let's do it.
Do you know she's also from Florida?
Really? No
Yeah,
shit.
right from Boca Raton.
Nice. Did you know that she also used to be white like us?
I do, yeah. Back on Victorious.
Yeah, yeah.
The good
Oh,
old
yeah.
days.
We haven't even talked about that. Victorious. Yeah. I mean, she started out there. We all had probably little crushes on her throughout our lives. Some of us still do. Grant. No. Yeah, I see you're angling your head the right way. I see the little Ariana Grande poster in the background there.
Oh, bro. They had apparently her and Jeanette McCurdy didn't get really along well on
No.
Victorious at all.
No, they did not. The Sam and Cat show was after Victorious.
That did not. And plus you had it's Dan Schneider who's the Nickelodeon guy, right?
It was Dan Schneider, yeah.
Dan
Yeah,
Schneider.
He was not helping with all of the weird plots that he was writing in with all the creepy guy.
Yeah, no, definitely. Hey,
Feet. You
remember?
love feet.
Yeah, feet for sure. Remember Filthy Frank
Yeah.
with the Nickelodeon? Bring back the Nickelodeon Girls song.
We should have put Joji or Pink Guy on here.
I know, man. Shit. No, that was a missed opportunity. We're talking about him now, though. So, yeah, swipe right on Ariana Grande. Love her.
100%. Wait.
How are we doing on time?
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Hello?
My bad. Was I supposed to do the timer?
Oh.
We're about 35 minutes in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. Oh man. That's fine. It's chill. And look at that. We got Oh my god! Like it
Getting
could have.
all of the big names today,
Yeah, for real. And it honestly could have been Eminem. I feel like it's on Eminem more than it's on Taylor Swift.
right?
If you're watching on the YouTubes. Um, but whoa.
I was trying to zoom in and see if we could get closer, but the pop-up's in the way.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Man.
T Swift, I feel like it's kind of a similar conversation where again, like Katy Perry, Ariana Grande, they're gonna like you go to a concert with T Swift, there's gonna be so many songs that you like unsurprisingly know. I feel like if you take a 40-year-old man, you put him in any of these concerts, he's gonna somehow know because a lot of 40-year-old men, they probably listen to the radio a lot. I'm generalizing. Um
Very nice.
Oh no, yeah, really good singer. She has the whole Red album. I even talked with one of my coworkers about the Red album as well too. She's a really big T Swift fan. So good stuff there. I mean, I just know like a lot of people joke on her with the whole like long list of ex-boyfriends things. But yeah, that's as far as I can go in terms of a T Swift conversation, I feel like.
The boyfriend thing has died down.
Yep.
Just quite a bit, just because it's not at the forefront of like her career anymore. Honestly, not even her songs.
No.
And I'm gonna have the same conversation I did about Ariana Grande, but Taylor Swift did it like 10 times more. She took control of her music. And it's in a different sense because she's like, hey, I don't own the rights to my own fucking songs all the way up until the 1989 album, which came out in like 2014, 2015, something like that. She didn't own the rights to any of those. And the person that it did own the rights said, no, I'm keeping them. You're not going to get these from me. And she's like, okay, fuck it. I'll record all of those albums again and make them my own version, Taylor's version. So she's still in the process of doing Taylor's version. Every single time one comes out, people are exploding about it. It is so fucking badass that she decided to do that, and I still have like all the props for her. I think she's announced a new album at the VMAs the other day, so a new album's coming out. And man, I if you talk about a career, she's done basically everything right.
She's done country too as well. A lot of that.
Yeah, she defies genres. She every single time she does do something that's big. Even with an album like Lover that came out a couple years ago, it landed. Like it's insane. Like she's on the same ilk. I know we don't have Beyonce on this list, but T Swift fans, they don't think she can do any wrong for sure. Yeah.
They bleed Taylor Swift.
Yes, exactly. So I'm swiping right, mainly because of the badassery. I don't listen to a lot of her new stuff, but again, it's the same conversation where if you go to a concert, you're gonna know a good amount of those songs.
Soft swipe right for me, just because I'm not like too into her music. I think she has a lot of good stuff, but I just haven't like put a gun to my head. I'm gonna be able to tell you a lot more Katy Perry and Ariana Grande songs than I am gonna do Taylor Swift. But respectfully, still a swipe right. I'm
Name
feeling
3 songs
20.
right now.
I'm feeling 22. Now we got Bad Blood.
One
and
more.
and and let me be your woman.
No. All right. You live this time. Beautiful.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
There we go. Okay.
The
All
Red
right.
7.
Yeah, honestly, bro. You start on this one. I know you're more of a I feel like you're more of a fan than me on this one. Maroon 5, by the way, for podcast only.
I do like I like more of the early Maroon 5. easy swipe right to them. I mean, I'm gonna get my opinion out early. Swiping right to Maroon 5 on all of their early stuff. Songs about Jane. I think it's called the Sad album, where it's like all the colors and stuff. Even the Five, the V album, that one was pretty all right. That has like maps on it. But
Yeah, yeah.
newer stuff, I'm swiping left on. Even some of the features that they're doing, like, oh my God, Maroon 5 has so many songs with rappers, dude. Like they have songs with Future, J. Cole, Doja Cat, um,
Cardi B.
Cardi B. Like, I feel like that's now more their defining trait. I've listened to like a few different like music podcasts every now and then, and what a lot of people say with Maroon 5 is that what they did really good back in the day is that they were sexy. Like like that's what their biggest thing was, and a lot of their music videos, a lot of like very provocative. It gets the people going. Um like they had a lot of like sexually charged like songs back in the day, and over time that just got like all sugared out. It's all pop now. It's all like just to appeal to the younger kids, so they're not going to make like as sexually charged songs anymore. But you show me songs about Jane, like that album, so many bangers on that one, literally and figuratively. So yeah, that's my little mini rant on Maroon 5. But um Payphone. That was a song that I also had on my iPod Mini, dude. And I would be listening to that all the time. And also with Wiz Khalifa too, another rapper.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my
Wiz
one.
Khalifa. Yeah, I see that now. So as you were talking, I was just like going through their discography. Yeah, you got songs about Jane. You got It Won't Be Soon, Before Long, Hands All Over, Overexposed, V or Five, however you want to say it. Then there's a 4-year gap between Five and then an album called Red Pill Blues, where they decided that it was a good idea for them to be in Snapchat filters on the cover, and also expose the fact that there are 7 members of this fucking band. On this cover, there are 7 members on the Red Pill Blues album.
You know, you know what
Yeah.
that so you got that. Next thing you're gonna tell me, Ian, is that Drake isn't really one guy. It's actually 12 like pregnant women on the Certified Lover Boy album.
It's true.
With that
It's fucking
logic.
true. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it's so you were so I'm so glad that you brought that up. They used to be sexy. They used to have a drive. My dad, he has a great Maroon 5 story. When he was working at the House of Blues, they were going to be playing in the dining room. This is before they got really big. So they were going to play on the small stage in the dining room at the House of Blues in Orlando. Not Orlando, it's Lake Buena Vista. And Maroon 5 gets on stage. They're doing their set from the songs about Jane era and before, because that album hadn't come out yet. And like they had to ask them to tone it down because it was too, like, they were saying fuck, shit, and they were, being very provocative. And yeah, like they don't have that drive anymore. And it started with Red Pills Blues. Fuck that album. And then guess what, Grant? They have an entire album that came out last year, 2021, June 11th, 2021. It's called Jordy. You heard about it? I sure haven't. If I'm looking at any of these songs right now on here, they got one with Stevie, they got one with Black Bear, of course. They got one with Megan Thee Stallion. Maybe it's because I don't listen to the radio anymore, but I know you do still.
Yeah,
And this flew under the radar.
I haven't heard any of it.
Yeah.
From the last song I've heard with them on the radio was the one Girls Like You, Like Guys Like Me.
Dude, that was 4 years ago.
No way.
Yeah, man.
That's
I
insane.
think. Wait. Yeah. Girls Like You was on Red Pill Blues. Whatever. Fuck that up.
Okay.
Man. and they had that whole. It was at the height of the Pokemon Go era. Remember that Pokemon? Too much. There's too much going on. On that note, I swipe right on early. I swipe right on 5 and before for Rune 5. Anything 2018 and beyond, no.
Go back to being sexy, Maroon 5. I know you still have it in you, Adam Levine. Come on.
Come on. Oh yeah, actually, I went. Sorry, last thing I'll talk about Maroon 5. I went to their concert. I think in 2018 actually, and it was an amazing experience. Like I was like I know you can't see like around me, but I was very, very close to Adam Levine. That's how close we were. And it was a great time. I knew every single song because even though I think it was on the Red Pill Blues tour, they did like Girls Like You. And that's the only fucking song they did from that album because they know the fans only want the stuff before.
Old stuff.
Exactly. So I completely agree with you on the swipe right or swipe left mentality there. And I think we're going to get into the lightning round, which we don't have a wheel for that. We actually have a Google Doc, and we'll just read off the Google Doc. We don't have to share our screen for this.
Any final thoughts you want to say on some of those artists, Ian, before we move
Oh
in?
yeah, I mean, I wish we talked about Post Malone, Dua Lipa, Morgan Wallen. So I'm just reading from the thing. Oh, let's just have a quick conversation. Zen Fusebox, swipe right or left.
Gotta swipe right on
Yes.
Zen Fusebox. Oh,
Come
man.
on.
Bro,
They just came out with an album, I think.
really?
Yeah, or very recently. Look at that. Yeah, it's called Try It Now. It came out in 2021 on January 1st of 2021. So it's been a good while. It's been about a year.
Ladies
Or more
and
than a year,
gentlemen,
for sure.
ladies and gentlemen, if you are not familiar with Zen Fusebox, they are also another Florida band artist group. If you have not listened to the greatness that is Zen Fusebox, we highly recommend that you listen to them after this podcast.
Most definitely.
We're not endorsed by them in any way whatsoever. We just have a lot of love for one of the singers on there. So
We really do. Like I got into them of course when we met Dr. Preston, but the first like even before I started interacting with Dr. Preston, one of the other teachers at collegiate was like, yeah, Dr. Preston, the guidance counselor, he has a band. So I went and checked them out, and it was a song called Pulse the City Beautiful. It came out after the of course the Pulse shooting, and I thought it was a really beautiful song, and you know I've loosely listened to them ever since, and I follow them on Spotify, and you should too.
oh yeah, easy swipe right.
And look at that, Darren is such a G. He made a wheel for the lightning round, so that's great.
Awesome.
So
We
for
ready?
this
Oh, sorry.
So for this lightning round, are we going to, since it's a lightning round, should we just let the wheel spin? We don't have to necessarily spin it because it'll take too long for each spin to.
I mean, I was thinking just spin it. You guys say your thing next, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. So
Okay.
yeah, okay. So no conversation about it until afterwards. Okay, perfect. All right, let's do it.
All right, bet.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
All right. Country
Bet.
left. Definitely need some music here. Punk rock.
Swipe in right, including regular rock.
Oh yeah, I love going into hot topics, so I'll swipe right.
Oh, I just got that. Took me a second.
Classical.
Soft right.
I'm gonna do a soft right as well. What are you gonna use to study? I used to do that a lot, actually.
Easy right for this guy.
Yeah, hip hop. Only if it's Lil Dicky. So Dubstep. Left. I didn't even realize the fact that choices went away after they were picked. Screamo. I also will swipe left on this.
Wiping left. Too many X's liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Alternative. I'm gonna swipe right. Honestly, alternative can mean anything these days.
I'm swiping left exactly for that reason. Tell me what alternative means.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Honestly. All right. Oh, Grant.
I'm gonna
No, say it. Say it.
like jazz.
There we go. I'm glad you knew. I'm gonna. Where are you leaning on this one?
I've listened to jazz music and it hasn't been like I'm never in a mood to where I'm like I want to listen to jazz right now, you know? I remember when we
Yeah.
had our Denver road trip, I'm pretty sure Brett played a lot of jazz.
That's like the only time I listened to it. Yeah, 2021. Like my third most listened to genre was jazz because of that road trip. But I'll swipe right, I guess.
I'm refreshing the app. I'm not
Yeah.
I can't make my decision on. I like Nat King Cole if he's part of
Yeah.
that. I like
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like him.
All right. EDM electronic. So this is like strictly just no words, or is it beats, or
There's definitely words in EDM.
there's words? Okay. So is this gonna be like
It's
oh
it is
shit, what?
it is a little bit trickier for dubstep, I feel like.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm trying to remember. Give me an EDM band.
Black
Like,
Tiger Sex Machine.
there we go. Swedish House Mafia. Okay. Uh oh, Dead Mouse, Stevie Aoki. Oh, okay. Honestly, okay. I'm gonna swipe left for anything that they do by themselves, but if they have a feature, of course, I'll listen to it because it's fucking on the radio. You
Also,
know, like yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off.
No, you're good.
Also, like Bright, I liked one of the concerts that I went to that had a bunch of artists, but those
You
cons.
see, yeah, I went to Okeechobee Music Festival by myself, and half of the artists there were EDM. And since I knew nobody, I couldn't really enjoy just strictly EDM because what am I gonna do? Mosh alone?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
moshing alone is not safe, folks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad I had friends when I went to that EDM concert with Black Tiger Sex Machine, but like it was. I mean, the music was pretty good, but after a while, your ears start to hurt. I would not recommend listening to EDM music for 4 hours. Do it for 1 hour at the most. So short spurts, short
Nice.
swipe rights.
Nice.
But was there anything from that list that you wanted that we wanted to talk a little bit in depth on? Let's see.
I I like the conversation that we already started with what is alternative music. It could be fucking anything, dude. I think it's anything besides no, never mind. I take that back because there's alt pop. So anything can have an alt. There's alt country. Like an artist, it's basically anything that's almost a genre, but it's not quite. Like you can
Oh,
consider Old Town Road alt country.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Like zone on that. Zone on
Yeah.
that.
That's exactly what it's meant for. Like the Lumineers and Mumford and Sons, when they came out, they're rock, but they had banjos and strings and shit. So they were alt rock.
They had
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran too. He was like alternate. I guess he's like back then. I don't know what to describe Ed Sheeran like back then. He was more like a little bit of. Now he's a lot more pop, but back then I remember on Pandora he was considered like an alt musician or alternative on like
Yeah.
Pandora. But like, what does that fucking mean? I wouldn't consider Ed Sheeran alternative now. He's mainstream as hell.
No. Like, okay, so we got Shawn Mendes. He's alt good music. So it's no, It's basically it's almost tricks you, but it's not quite.
I like
Post Malone's alt rap. I can have this conversation all day.
let's see.
Bad Bunny's alt white people who want to want to understand Hispanic music. Man.
Okay. Country. Yeah, I mean, I only know like two country artists, Lil Nas X and Toby Keith.
Oh man, what about Billy Ray Cyrus also on Old Town
Oh,
Road?
oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll eat crow there. You're
There
right.
you go. Yeah, I'm not a big country fan. Um, I'm more of a like if I'm going to listen to something along that, folk slash bluegrass is more my speed. Bob Dylan. There's an artist called named Jackson C. Frank. He's really good. He's considered folk bluegrass. One of my favorite movies of all time, Inside Llewyn Davis, folk bluegrass. Uh, and country. I looked it up. I actually looked up the difference between folk and country earlier, and it's basically like folk is the surrounding genre, and country is a subsect of it. So yeah,
Really?
I'm like the folk bluegrass as opposed to country. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would almost think it would be like vice versa, where like
I know,
everything
right?
would be like
I know.
country out, and then yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, yeah, it's the complete opposite. And I don't know if I'm stupid for not realizing this, but it's called folk music because it was supposed to be for the common folk. That didn't even register in my mind. Like that's why it's called that. Because it's characterized by simple lyrics that even the most common of folks can understand. I'm like, damn, okay.
I'll swipe right to folk. There's some folk songs or folk bands I like.
Yeah.
I feel like Mountain Goats. They're a band. I feel like they kind of are into folk almost.
Let's see.
Clear
I
Cut.
know exactly. Are you talking like the 5,000 or 500 miles people?
That might be them. They also did the
No,
song.
wait. I may be fucking
They
stupid.
did, they did the song No Children, and that one's like a very sad,
Oh my god, I'm so dumb, dude. I was thinking of a completely different band.
dumb.
I'm so sorry. That's on tape now. Fuck. Mountain Goats. Yep. Let's see what they're considered. Indie folk.
Alt folk, I guess.
Exactly. Folk rock, lo-fi. The Mountain Goats. Who am I? Oh, I'm thinking of the Proclaimers when we're talking about the 500 miles. I don't even know why. But yeah, definitely into folk for sure. I didn't put it on the list of further speed round because I was gonna have this conversation anyway with you. So yeah, I really like this episode. I feel like this is the most passionate I've been about a subject.
I feel like music's something where like everybody can relate to. Everybody has a certain song that connects them to a certain artist where it just like gets them going. And maybe we pissed off a couple of Shawn Mendes fans tonight, but if we did, we're not losing much. So
Yeah, if we hurt you, we'll provide you with stitches.
you see, I try to follow up with another pun, but I don't know any of this
You
music,
don't
so-
know. Oh shit. I mean, hey, I got you, Grant. Let's see another. Oh, he has that one song with Camila Cabello,
Oh
Senorita.
yeah, it's not too
Uh,
bad. I like her more on it. I feel like.
Treat You Better.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's about it on what I know by Shawn Mendes.
That's all you need to know.
Man. He's Canadian.
Well,
Oh my gosh, he's only a year older than us.
ew.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like I've accomplished more than him.
Oh,
Well, how do you feel about Lil Pump being younger than us?
by how much?
Couple months.
Couple months.
August 20 or August 2000.
August 2000. Wow. You know, and when we were talking about him earlier, his Wikipedia page is he's one of the most prominent members of the SoundCloud rap scene.
Yeah, I feel like he got big off SoundCloud.
Yeah.
A lot of Florida artists do it.
He's considered punk rap. Wow.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah, man. That's insane.
with that, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope you're tuned in, and after you listen to this on Spotify, we hope you listen to some of the other artists that we talked about as well tonight.
Yes, most notably Zen Fusebox and the Beatless,
The Beatles.
the Beatles. So yes, go check out Dogs and Helicopters by Zen Fusebox, and then go check out
Freaky Friday by Lil Dicky.
yeah, there you go. Oh man. Yeah, so we are done.
With that, have a good night.
Bye.